is Alicia. Alicia is a Mount Sinai leader. Alicia is a Mount Sinai leader when she finds potential in everyone and encourages them to fulfill their full potential. This is Carol. Carol is a Mount Sinai leader. Carol is a Mount Sinai leader when she is doing things just to make people smile. Caroline is a Mount Sinai leader. Caroline is a Mount Sinai leader when a project she worked on is completed on time. Catherine is a Mount Sinai leader too. Catherine is a Mount Sinai leader when others look to her for guidance. Cece is a Mount Sinai leader. Cece is a Mount Sinai leader when she empowers employees to dedicate themselves and give their all. Christina is a Mount Sinai leader too. Christina is a Mount Sinai leader when her team accomplishes collective goals. And then there's Cindy. Cindy is a Mount Sinai leader. Cindy is a Mount Sinai leader when she maintains a positive outlook. You know Jose. Jose is a Mount Sinai leader. Jose is a Mount Sinai leader when he gets his team involved to address complex issues. And Caitlin certainly is a Mount Sinai leader. Caitlin feels like a Mount Sinai leader when she empowers those on her team. Don't forget about Linda. Linda is a Mount Sinai leader. Linda is a Mount Sinai leader when she helps utilize data collected to inform strategic goals. And we've got Molly. Molly is a Mount Sinai leader. Molly is a Mount Sinai leader when she is vulnerable and creative. Then there's Navdeen. She is a Mount Sinai leader. She is a Mount Sinai leader when she is honest and impartial. You all know Nora. Nora is a Mount Sinai leader. Nora is a Mount Sinai leader when she knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And then there's me, Samantha Peller. I'm a Mount Sinai leader. I am a Mount Sinai leader when, well, here, let me show you and tell you more. First, let me take you back to a long time ago when I was that little boss in the ladybug swimsuit growing up in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Ha! Just kidding. I won't bore you by taking you all the way back in time. I actually just wanted an excuse to show you a cute photo of myself when I was a kid. But really, if, according to researcher, author, and leadership expert Brene Brown, the definition of a leader is anyone who takes responsibility for finding potential in people and processes and who has the courage to develop that potential, then maybe I've been a leader my entire life. In fact, upon reading this quote recently in Brown's book, Dare to Lead, and after everything I've learned over the past 6 months in Mount Sinai's Emerging Leader program, I began to wonder if maybe I've been a leader without even realizing it. Back in the day, I would have never considered myself to be a leader. To me, a good leader always looked something like this. Someone with a take-charge personality, with all the answers, all the charisma, all the power to influence others, all the intelligence, and someone cool and calm under pressure who is able to put out fires without breaking a sweat. I, on the other hand, always considered myself to be an introvert, as I learned was the case after taking the Myers-Briggs personality test as part of the Emerging Leaders program. Even though I may appear bubbly and social to all who know me, I've always been someone who preferred one-on-one interactions over speaking up in large groups, someone who didn't like to make waves or cause problems, someone who felt more comfortable accommodating the needs of others rather than taking charge, and as a highly sensitive person, someone who definitely had challenges when it came to keeping cool under pressure. But Over the years and throughout the course of learning more about myself in the Mount Sinai Emerging Leaders program, it began to dawn on me that maybe I've always been a leader, just a different kind of leader. And maybe it had only been my lack of confidence, lack of trust in my abilities, and my incorrect perception of what it means to be a leader that has led me to believe otherwise. Throughout my journey in the Emerging Leaders program, as I began to build upon my natural leadership qualities by developing and strengthening my technical leadership skills and knowledge, and by adding more tools to my tool belt to lean on, the layers of self-doubt and insecurity began to peel away. And slowly but surely, I began to emerge into the leader I was always meant to be. Immersing myself into topics covered in the Emerging Leaders program, such as working in teams, networking, emotional intelligence, and many more, I now realize more than ever that my behaviors and actions at work, in my family, and in the community are examples of someone who is a leader. But I just needed a program like this one to sharpen my skills, hone my talent, and to definitely challenge my self-perception in order to help me believe in myself. For instance, here are some of the many ways I am a leader. I am a leader when working as an EPIC analyst on the EPIC Clinical Optimization team at Mount Sinai. As a member of this team, seen in this photo, I utilize leadership skills such as teamwork, emotional intelligence, time management, public speaking skills, and more to lead and teach Mount Sinai ambulatory clinical staff how to better optimize their workflows in the EPIC system in order to become more proficient and efficient in working with tools in EPIC at an optimum level. Here I am with the Mount Sinai EPIC training team. I have also proven myself to be a leader when I started at Mount Sinai as a member of this team 2 years ago. Again, utilizing leadership skills such as public speaking skills, skills pertaining to influence and persuasion, emotional intelligence skills, and more. As an EPIC principal trainer, I facilitated EPIC training classes and encouraged my students to reach their full potential and to improve their performance on the job. I have also proven I am a leader in the community. As a member of the Ambassador Program and Strike a Core Diversity Committee for the theater company I am involved with, Afterwork Theater, I help ensure the organization is upholding its mission to be diverse, equitable, and inclusive. Whether it be utilizing public speaking skills to lead community town hall meetings, navigating challenging conversations when community members may need to air their grievances, or when I help cast productions and need to hold the director and creative team accountable for upholding the organization's missions, or giving and receiving feedback when company members have ideas on ways to improve the organization, the leadership skills I have gained while participating in the Emerging Leaders program have come in very handy as a participant in this group. I even recently exercised my initiative as a leader by starting a voiceover accountability group. In the hopes of becoming a better voiceover actor, a passion, hobby, and goal of mine, I gathered together a group of voiceover actors and I lead monthly meetings where we share our progress towards meeting our voiceover-related goals. I even took the lead in organizing my high school class reunion this past year, proving to myself that I'm able to take charge of situations given the right opportunity. I'm even a leader in my family. I recently took my nieces and nephews to a trampoline park and was the only adult there to do this, serving as a role model to #FaceYourFears. Talk about a courageous leader. I guess you could say that leaders are not always the strongest, the tallest, the most extroverted, but sometimes leaders are someone like me, Samantha Peller, a Mount Sinai emerging leader.